Time is an illusion. The idea that there is no time, that time waits for no one, is, I repeat, an illusion. It is one of those lies that have been perpetrated to keep every human being in a state of haste. That belief is a major stressor. This is why people are This is why people are afraid of aging. This is why people lie about their age. A clear understanding that there will be a time when there will be no time is a faulty understanding, because time exists because you, who are timeless, exist. As long as you're breathing, time continues for you. Time has no ending. Time stops for you the moment you cease to exist. When you shift your mentality around this particular concept of there is no time, time and tide waits for no one, you would have changed your life for the better. This is what we'll be talking about today on this channel. So stay tuned and watch out for more as we continue. I am Osezuah, Anthony Elimihe. You know me. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezuah Elimihe. What is time? Time is something that exists as long as there is something to be done by a living entity. Time exists for the noumenal. Time exists for the timeless. Time is a finite concept that represents the living entity that is indescribable, that is massive, that is endless, that is infinite. But you see, that aspect of that living entity is finite. It has its beginning, it has its continuation, and it has its end. But you see, you are not time, okay? Time is not an aspect of your life, but it is an aspect of your existence in this world. This body is time bound. It is time checked. It is time driven. But you are not to succumb to the mentality of being time bound and time driven. When you allow time to bind you, you allow time to circumscribe your space, and you allow time to be responsible for your thoughts, for your decisions, you have called upon yourself the stressor, and that stressor will make a mincemeat of your life, and there will be no other way out but to become a citizen of that which is subject to suffering. You are not subject to suffering, my friend. You live to deal with pains, to transmute pains to power, to transmute painful situations into profitable opportunities. Pains are the raw materials with which the beauties of our lives, the wealth of our lives, the powers of our lives are constructed. A human being who has this understanding has no fear. A human being who has this understanding is beyond stress. Stressors are these entities around here which make us feel less than we really are. The moment you begin to see yourself as a being subject to the control of time, as a being that is interpreted, as a being that is subject to the vagaries and the control of time, you become an interpretation of the lower world. Therefore, all the forces of the lower world will control you rather than serve you. You are beyond time. You are not to be defined by time. Therefore, is there anything in your life that you intend to do right now, and you feel that, oh, I should have done it when I was a younger person. I should have done it when I had money. I should have done it when I was a bit stronger. My friend, do it now, because that money, that time, that youth is still available in you. thoughts, imaginations of other that you have embraced have taken away these raw materials of existence from you. Youth, time, resources are within your control. They are within your being. Wake them up. Do not allow them to be subject to the experiential debris of other people. You are powerful beyond your wildest imagination. You cannot exaggerate the level of your power because your mind cannot even begin to conceive it. So, my friend, any life experience that you have been looking forward to having, that you haven't been able to have up until now, is still available. It is waiting for your interpretations of your own life and of life in general to align with it, and it will manifest. Whatever it is you want out of life is available. Okay? It is very available. There is nobody who is a genius and another is not. The idea that some people are geniuses and others are not is a lie. It is as a lie as it is that time and tide wait for no one. When you control time, you create your tide. Okay? You create your tide. You don't need time to measure how you relate with yourself because you are eternal. The same way, you don't need time to relate with your source because the source is eternal. Break all these negative understandings, all these negative interpretations that are coming from faulty perceptions of life. Because if you do not break them, your life is going to be running in cycles in this lower universe and you ain't gonna go nowhere. You are not going to go anywhere. But if you want a life that pleases you, that makes you feel as you really want to feel, you want to have that sense of fulfillment, that sense of power, that sense of worthiness, crush this negative belief. This single belief that time passes, that time is exhaustible. The same way money, people think that money is exhaustible. That let me not waste the money I have right now, I have to conserve. My friend, money is inexhaustible. The paper money, the coin money may be exhausted. But you see, there is something that is a part of your being that generates money. It is a part of your energy. Embrace this understanding, my friend. And then you will understand and begin to experience that money flows easily. Money flows easily to me. It flows through me and to me consistently, non-stop. Take that belief and sink it in. Be it unto you according to your faith. That is what the Lord Jesus Christ said. According to your faith. We have been raised to believe that time is expendable, that time ends. A human being who has lived their lives from birth till that last minute of death recklessly, when they realize that they have lived that life recklessly, and they have this belief I'm putting across to you right now that time is nothing to he or she that is born of the noumenal, that is born of the eternal. We make a switch at that moment and the person will overcome the challenge of hell and fires. Do you know why? Because the Almighty, the Supreme, is merciful, is waiting for whoever is willing to take the train back home to the supreme land. Not to your tiny heavens and your tiny hells or funny purgatory or limbos. No, we are talking about where Christ himself reigns supreme with the Father. That is your abode, the true home. And the way there is your awareness of it. Knowing that you belong there by right. Not by your effort, not by your labor. No. I have said this several times in my videos here on this channel, that you are as sinful as you accept yourself to be. Because your only sin, the only sin of the cannibal, the only sin of the thief, the only sin of the whore, the only sin of the liar, the only sin of the mega murderer is this: that they allowed the content of their minds to run the show in their places. That's all. All the evils that you see committed, they are committed by the mental data, the programming that is in the human being, nothing else. Okay? Now, when somebody is at the point of death and realizes this simple truth, the person is transformed and the person is also translocated. That person will get proper grooming to qualify for the higher places. The only thing is that the person did not have the opportunity to enjoy what we are enjoying right now with this knowledge. Because there is no life as beautiful as a life that understands that it is not circumscribed by time, that it is not a sinner by nature, not by default. A life that understands that all things work for them. The life that understands that money is not a resource outside of them. It's not a resource that is depletable, because money is as long as they breathe. Time is as long as you, my friend, breathe. When you cease breathing, time ceases for you. Now, whatever it is you have been trying to do, you have been trying to become, there is still time for you. It is never, ever too late. This is why it is said that it's never too late, because time is always on your side. Stop all those negative confessions. We are running out of time. Time is not on our side. Time is not our friends. These are all negative constructs that really, really reduces the human being. Wake up and smell the beautiful coffee of your beautiful life. God bless you.